doing push-ups anymore? Why not?
Not right now. Yeah. Huh?
Why not?
Because I don't want to. I'm a grown-ass man. I decide when I do push-ups, right?
Okay, okay. So, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about the QAnon movement?
The what?
The QAnon.
It's bullshit. It's
It's
fake.
bullshit, right?
I made it up. I made it up. In
Okay.
real life, I made up QAnon. I'm not gonna lie. If you had AI or you were an intelligence agency, you could check. I made it up. It was part of a thing I was working on.
Mm?
So there's puzzles out for information all over the world. I work on some of them publicly because you win prizes, and there's puzzles that win free college tuition, free education, and the people that work on the puzzles, like me and you working on a Star Wars, they don't tell nobody. I want just me to win it, and then I'll just tell my friends and my kids. We won't. So when I work on a public puzzles, I'm like, hey, there's a Star Trek puzzle. You can win free education from particle physics and astrology and astrophysics. And they go, well, what do you mean? So I'll work on it publicly on my Instagram, my Facebook, my all my stuff. Start with Star Trek, Trek the Stars, right? Ferengi, free energy, quark, right? Real particle physics, free energy, quark.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm an engineer, and I know you're not talking shit. You're about
so it's real. So to win the puzzle, to win the puzzle or solve the prize, get the prize, you have to study this character called Q in Star Trek, which you answer a question and you have to jump through all these hoops to get an answer. Mm-hmm. So QAnon, they were asking me, where's the puzzle coming from? I said, anonymous, and the first link in the puzzle, the first key is Q. So QAnon, Q anonymous. Yeah. So we worked on the puzzle. It's a Dr. Courtney Hunt, some other people you can see talk about it every once in a while. They don't know anything. They don't know how to deal. They don't know. They don't know how to do the puzzle or even to access the puzzle. So when they talk about it, they just make themselves look like buffoons. So that people who can work on it know not to trust them. But it's a puzzle for particle physics and quantum entanglement and just a massive amount of stuff. And it starts with like you do like an Easter egg, basically an Easter egg. Right, you know what an Easter egg is in movies?
Yeah, I know.
Right, so for those of you guys that don't know, an Easter egg in a comic, a movie, or fantasy is hidden information. It's a prize you win that they hid in the movie. And you only win the prize if you solve the puzzle. Boop, boop, boop. Solve the puzzle, solve the riddle. Star Trek has one that gives you all the world's information on particle physics, astrophysics, and things like that. Everything, like from every country in the world, you can win some stuff from Star Trek. From every country in the world, every science lab, the Freemasons are pretty big, right? So from you get to be in contact with people at CERN, DARPA, MIT, Yale, University of Waterloo, Berkeley, everywhere, NASA, everywhere. You solve the puzzle, you get everybody's information. QAnon. It has nothing to do with the rest of the shit people put on the internet. It's nothing to do with. The only thing QAnon has to do with is a puzzle where you can win all of the world's information on particle physics. Now we're going to get somewhere. If I don't want you to know QAnon is a puzzle where you could win free college tuition and free particle physics and astrophysics information for the rest of the world, I'd pretend it was a organization trying to prove to the rest of the world that Hillary Clinton drinks the bloods of babies, or that's all the rest of that shit on Facebook about QAnon and Donald Trump are trying to uncover a sex trafficking. It's all made up shit so that you don't work on the puzzle. So there's these people are gonna fucking realize the puzzle exists. Let's give them some bullshit about Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, sex trafficking, all this weird shit. It has nothing to do with it. Nothing. It's free college tuition and free access to information from around the world. Yeah. And somebody said, I don't want anybody to have it. Let's make up some bullshit about it's an organization. It's not even an organization. It's one puzzle that came from one person. The world got the puzzle from me.
Okay. And
it's just a puzzle. It's not an organization. It's not. Does that make sense? Now, Anonymous is an organization. And Anonymous does have people called Q, where you can ask the person a question and they will get you the answer. You can ask them fucking anything. How do you make an atom bomb? How do you make a quantum ion drive for propellantless propulsion in deep space?
Mm.
They can get the answer. Anything you want. I need to ask a Q from anonymous, not VQ. I need to ask a Q.
So there's
Right?
only one guy.
I need to ask a Q a question from anonymous.
Mm. So there's only one guy who's called Q, or what? Okay. And you're
Right here.
talking always about.
Listen like this. The Q that exists on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everything. I am Q.
Mm. So
I
man,
am Q.
I really appreciate your work. You know, you're a really wise man, and I had always the question. You're always telling the military rape kids and all this stuff. Like there's also a theory of Qanon, but it's not the military; it's a secret organization, right?
So now we're going to get somewhere. I am Q, and now there's people pretending the trafficking is being done by somebody else. It's a distraction. No, it's by my neighbors, Al and Jerry, the Pierce County Sheriffs, the FBI, and the military. Not Hillary Clinton, not Congress, the fucking military, and the FBI. I'm Q, and I'm telling you to your face, it is the military and the FBI, and the sheriffs and the men in your community. Now, there's a fake Q pretending it's Congress. Now, nobody can give you videos when Q says Hillary Clinton drinks they got evidence Hillary Clinton drinks the blood of baby for adrenochrome. They have no evidence, they have no pictures, no information. When that Q says that shit on Instagram and Facebook, there's no actual real footage to back that up. When Martin Cabello, the Q says, hey, my neighbors Al and Jerry participate in sex trafficking, rape, extortion, blackmail with a Dr. Courtney Hunt and the FBI to steal ideas from America and make money off of shit they shouldn't. There's real fucking documentation. There's real pictures. There's witnesses.
You get evidence for that.
There's real evidence. Right. Airborne Rangers took me to a restaurant to get me to kill some civilians. There's real civilians that can tell you, yeah, that fucking happened. Why did they do that? To try and turn me into a suicide bomber and a mass shooter. So they could have, right? Stop the terrorist act. More fake heroes. Every time these military men saving me and my wife, they are the rapists and the pedophiles. They are the fake stolen valor. Fake.
Yeah.
The men who saved me, they're fucking rapists. They're the rapists. They're the fucking terrorists. Yeah. Fucking A, man. I'm telling you, Q wasn't a real fucking thing. It was just a puzzle, the name of a puzzle. And since everybody started getting information from that puzzle from QAnon, other people ran with it and went, we get other information too. Nah, man, it was a puzzle I was working on. It was cryptography. I'm the leading cryptographer in the world for some different stuff. Like, I can crack any code from coming out of Iran, anywhere. I can crack any code. And I'm like,
I have another question that depends on this.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're autistic, right?
Yeah, well, I am because somebody said so. I got paperwork that says so.
Yeah, I know. You're a really real person. Like, you say always the truth. Like, there was also the question, are you autistic? And you said, I'm autistic as shit. And I know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I have autism. Like, the doctor never found it on my body. But you think autistic people have a kind of seventh sense or superpowers?
So, people ask me do autistic people have superpowers? And I go, well, if special forces, the NSA, the CIA, the DOD, and black ops, operational units that aren't public, study autistic people privately. And I go, why do you study autistic people privately? You start going through their shit and they're like, this autistic kid can heal from any disease. This autistic kid can heal from any injury. This autistic kid can solve any math equation. This autistic kid can solve any problem in particle physics. This autistic kid can solve any problem in theology.
Like,
well, what is that, dude?
Use more % of their brain, right?
Yeah, I guess, or whatever. I don't know, but it's just superpowers, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what you like. We don't autistic. We don't consider it a superpower, but like some kids in real life asked me if I was a superhero one time. Like we were getting like, some people showed up to rape a bunch of kids and do some bad shit, and I'm like, I'm going to put on these flash socks real quick, and I just need you to close your eyes and count to 5. When you open your eyes, everything's going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
They open their eyes, like, what the fuck happened? It's better though, right?
Yeah. Like,
Superpowers. I talk about a Sears rep who shows up in a red car. He was a really bad rapist, a fucking, like the worst fucking person I've ever met in my life.